We'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll. And today's starting pitcher, Jack Flaherty. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So
Leading for the Yankees,
more times than not, when he's on the ball, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Checks his swing, appeal to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Rip to third. Zips it to first. And an easy out to start the game. Okay, let's check out the lineup.
Third baseman,
All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Ramirez goes 5 feet 9 inches, batting second in today's lineup, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Cut on and lifted in the air. McKinstry makes the grab for the second out.
Batting third, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Yanks held in check. And now the Tigers get their first opportunity. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy and today's starting pitcher, Max Fried. What do we need to know here?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Zach McKinstry leading things off and takes a strike. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you get hurt.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And next to hit for Detroit, Parker Meadows. First pitch just misses. One out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That's to third. Sends it across to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
2 outs, base is empty. Gleyber Torres up to hit. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And a foul ball. Popped up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Tigers fail to make any noise. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark.
Yankees,
all set for the start of the inning. Here is Aaron Judge. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Out towards left center. Meadows on the move to the alley. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
Batting fifth, first baseman
Here's Bryce
Harper.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about
Francisco
the process. He did
Lindor.
everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
That's off the inside corner. And now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting seventh.
Here's the catcher to hit, Yainer Diaz.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here.
That's towards center. Meadows under it. He makes the grab, and that is that. The Yanks lead 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the inning. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Max Fried will go to work. There's the strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Drilled out towards left center field. Back there. And it hits the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Now it's the right fielder, Matt Vierling. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Just off the inside edge.
As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Man at second. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. Drifts towards it. And makes the grab. And there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position at the plate. Colt Keith. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball.
Just a matter of inches from picking up an RBI base hit and maybe a double in the process. That was barely foul.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And up next for Detroit, Jake Rogers. Swings through that one for strike 1. Rogers launched a homer in his most recent game. Man on second, 2 down. Ball 1 there. Swing and a pop-up. Harper has a beat on it. And that ends the inning. Tigers leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a look
for
at
the
how the
Yankees,
series has played out
second
so
baseman,
far.
number 17.
Flaherty back to work. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
He's been successful finding ways to get on base, and that's not easy for rookies to do. His career is off to a good start. That's what you want to see from one of your top prospects.
That's out.
Inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Two now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground, right side. Torres handles. On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Britton Doyle.
So digging in, Brenton Doyle. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Throw on to Torkelson. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And now the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's 0 for 1. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. He did not go around. Check swing, called strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple. So a runner at third, 2 men out. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Ramirez. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 1. Fly ball to right. Dearland. And that is that. 1 left for the Yankees, and we're still knotted at 0. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Top of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And next up for the Tigers, Trey Sweeney. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering upstairs. Ibanez stands at second with no outs. Next offering is in for a strike. Maximus notches the K.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Now the left fielder, Zach McKinstry. Foul ball there. Freed, ready to fire now. Fouled off. He was late. 1 out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Parker Meadows. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Hit in the air, center field. Lindor pulls it in on the run. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. And we're back.
Leading
John
off
Sciambi
for
with
the
Chris
Yankees,
Singleton.
right
And
fielder,
set to lead off the
Juan
4th,
Soto.
Juan Soto. Ball one, no strikes. Soto, 26 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. Next pitch, not close, up high. Right side, hard hit. Torres over to first. They get the out on Soto. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. 4th inning underway, no score. Strike one.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
That one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Judge rips that one. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Runner holds at second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working, going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Veerman makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for New York, Francisco Lindor. Line drive, base hit. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Yankees.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read and terrible timing for that to happen.
Now batting,
that's a play you just want to forget about.
Diaz.
Yainer Diaz stepping in now for the Yankees. Fly to center his first time. That's hard hit on the line. McKinstry makes the grab, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Torres.
And that one fouled off.
Well, these Tigers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
One up,
now
one
batting,
down.
first baseman Spencer Torkelson.
Here comes Torque to the plate. Doubled his first time up. One down, base is empty. That one
Ball
at 95 missed up top. Ball 2.
Ball inside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one finds the zone, and it's 3-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Soto makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Not
Now
throwing it
batting,
all right
the
there.
right
He was clearly
fielder,
all
Matt
over it, but sometimes you hit
Beerley.
it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those loop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Beerley stands in now and watches strike 1. This one in the air. Harper on the move. And that's the inning. Tigers are shut down there. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite a
off for the
pitcher's duel
Yankees,
so far. Here's
second
how the
baseman,
starters
number
have
17.
performed up to this point. And a foul ball. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really
Now
good swing
batting,
right
left
there. He got a
fielder,
pitch that he
Britton
knew he
Doyle.
could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Brenton Doyle digs in now. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Torres fires over to first. One away here in the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there.
Up
It's
next
early,
for
but
the
you still
Yankees,
want to move the
center
runner up
fielder,
and give your
Jazz
team a chance to
Chisholm
score.
Jr.
That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Laced down the line. Could be extra bases. In comes the run from third. And they lead by 2. In safely with a double. His second of the day.
Well, here we are, third time
Now
through the
batting,
order,
third
and this is
baseman,
where we
Jose
see the OPS
Ramirez.
jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Jose Ramirez stepping in now for the Yankees. Way
Ball one,
upstairs.
no strike.
Ball 1. Chisholm leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI.
Now batting,
I don't know how
right
he's able to
fielder,
shoot that pitch the
Juan
other way
Soto.
and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jack Flaherty done for the night. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
Pitching
for the
change here,
Tigers.
Brant Herter.
Still
Number
pretty early in the
48.
ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
One out, runner at second. Juan Soto stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Man at second. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. There's one.
Now batting. Designated hitter Aaron Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage every swing he takes.
And that misses. 1-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And now he's falling behind Judge. Yankees up by 3. Next offering misses down and away. Bryce Harper waiting to hit for the Yankees. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting. First baseman.
Here's Bryce Harper at the plate now. Growing up, he experienced a moment straight out of the Sandlot. Harper was getting ready to play for Team USA, but he didn't have a bat, so he borrowed one from his dad.
Okay.
The bat was autographed by Pete Rose. His dad wiped the autograph clean and told Bryce to use it. I'm not sure how many dads would have done that. Two on, 2 outs. Now 1-1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. 1 run is in. Here comes the Judge around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
He was all over that one. Just a cookie down the middle.
Shortstop,
I mean, those are the ones you
Francisco
dream about.
Lindor.
Those in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Frankie Lindor. A switch hitter batting right. Tap foul at the plate. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. He swings and fouls one off. Oh, right to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That
Full
misses,
count.
and the count is filled up. Yainer Diaz on deck for the Yankees. 2 outs with a runner at third. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Brant Herter departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen. Case Miles.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now the catcher up to hit, Yainer Diaz. Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 7-0. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Man at first. Here's the second baseman. 1 for 2. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. The big 6 spot already on the board this inning. And we're at the top of the 5th. There's the strike. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 7 and the Tigers nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Colt
designated hitter, Colt Keith.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Jake Rogers.
Man at first, nobody out. Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, these Tigers finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Right through there for a strike.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Lindor. There's one, and that's all they'll get.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. Doubled in his first AB. Foul ball. Rogers, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. To short, could be 2. There's 1 out. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Yankees 7 and the Tigers nothing. Back at Comerica
Leading
Park,
off for the
here's the
Yankees,
left fielder,
Brenton
Doyle.
Doyle.
Mize back to work. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far,
1-1.
that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And now
2-1.
2-1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Outside. This one in the air, right field. Veerling hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting center fielder Jazz Chisholm
Back
Jr.
to the top of the Yankee order, and now Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that's a little bit high. Ball one.
Counts 1-0. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Chisholm checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Next pitch is outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a ball popped up. Torres brings it in. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman Jose Ramirez.
Next to hit, Jose Ramirez. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Right side. Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw. And they get the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's check
off
out the
for
latest
Tigers,
news from around the league.
Shortstop Trey Sweeney.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. And that is out of play. And that one's a little bit low. 1-2 to count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And now 2-2.
That's inside.
Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 2-2. And a good eye there. That's ripped to right down the line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts the bottom of the 6th with a double.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
McKinstry in the box again, takes a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Strike three, struck him out for the third time today.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this
Now
one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And that one fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Now an 0-2 from Fried. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Sweeney around third. He'll score.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Second baseman.
Run around at first with one gone. Here's Gleyber Torres. Grounded to third. Could be 2. One at second.
He's out.
And it's a double play to end the inning. But they push across 1 run. 2 hits. No errors. No one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Yankees 7 and the Tigers 1. This one isn't
Leading off
exactly
for the
close,
Yankees,
Chris. Let's go
right
off script
fielder,
for a moment.
Juan
Come game.
Soto.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going?
Now
But
batting.
overall, I'd say I
Designated
kept it
hitter,
low key.
Aaron Judge.
So a man at first. Here comes Aaron Judge. Top of the zone for a called strike. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too?
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. The next offering misses, and a count 2-1. And a breaking ball misses outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And Judge spoils that one. Runner at first with no outs here. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Fires to second for 1. Back to first, double play. 3-6-3, nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Here comes Bryce Harper. And that one ripped into right. And foul ball. Line drive, caught. Down in order go the Yankees, and they're on top 7-1. And And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
And now the
Tigers,
first baseman,
first
Spencer
baseman,
Torkelson.
Spencer Torkelson.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location.
Right
Hitters,
fielder,
especially
Matt
with two
Fearley.
strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Fearley batting with one down, takes a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, designated hitter Colt Keith.
Digging in, Colt Keith. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. The Yankees up big in this one here at the bottom of the seventh. That one hit to right. Soto settles under it and makes the catch, and that'll do it. We're at the top of the
Leading
eighth,
off
and
for
now the
Yankees,
shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Just missed. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses across to first. First out in the top of the eighth.
Now batting, catcher Yainer Diaz.
And up next for New York, Yainer Diaz. That one the other way. Takes it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know he didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the second baseman, 1 for 3. Into center and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, left
And
fielder,
stepping in for the
Brenton
Yankees,
Doyle.
Brenton Doyle. 0 for 3 in this one. Oh, and that liner got him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right.
Up next for the Yankees,
And now they'll
center
hustle out
fielder,
to check
Jazz
on him.
Chisholm
That was quite
Jr.
a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Back to the top of the order now. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. That misses the zone. Ball 1. First and second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back here in Detroit, here's the catcher, Jake Rogers.
Jake Rogers.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Chisholm. He's got it, and there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman
Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. Right through there for a strike.
Ball in.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him looking. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
And here is Trey Sweeney.
0-1's the count.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one missed. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Chisholm makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Through 8 full, it's the Yankees 7 and the Tigers 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Third baseman Jose Ramirez.
Mize back to work. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And next for New York, Juan Soto. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. And that's downstairs and outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swings through that one above the zone.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Ball, that's inside.
That one misses, and now it's 3-2. Ramirez gets his lead at first with nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a swing and a drive. Say goodbye to that one. He hammers one out to right, and they add to the lead. It's 9-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Aaron Judge at the plate. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. And Judge spoils that one. And there's a ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
There's a strike. Got it. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Up next for the Yankees,
And now
first
here
baseman
is
Bryce Harper.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. That one misses, and that is ball one. Man at first, one away. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Meadows under it. He's there. He's got it. And there are two outs.
Now batting, catcher Yainer Diaz.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Yainer Diaz. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Just missed. 2 runs across in the inning here at the top of the ninth. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Out to short, Sweeney. They get the force, and the inning is over. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And they're starting to run away. It's now 9-1. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now the left fielder, Zach McKinstry.
Zach McKinstry.
New pitcher on here, Jose Butto.
And, you know, bullpen guys can struggle
Now
sometimes
pitching
when they're
for
called
New York,
upon with big leads
number
because
70,
it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight
Buto.
game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
First offering, and it just misses. Hit in the air out to center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. One down.
Now batting, center fielder, Parker
And next to hit
Meadows.
for Detroit, Parker Meadows.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. The Yanks up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9. High fly ball out to center field. Chisholm makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, second base.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here comes Gleyber Torres. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And that's a little bit high. 3-1. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. And it gets by him.
Well, when you fall behind in the count,
Now
you've got to come into the
first
zone, and then guys have a
Spencer
better chance of hitting the ball
Torkelson.
hard like he did right there.
Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Swing and a foul out of play. The Tigers down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, another night, another win. This team is a must-watch right now. Even if it goes late, there's a rain delay, extra innings. People are going to stay up late to see this streak continue.
9-1 is how it ends. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.